here we go. Canada's defense of the 2 gold medals is underway as it's fired in by Denton Matejchuk. Canada's defense core, as James Duthie talked about, upended prior to this tournament. 2 players had to be replaced due to injury. And now brought right back in. There's a chance in front for Connor Kiki on the feed from Fraser Minton. In behind the goal. Battle for the puck, Jordan Dumais. Bird set free for Minton. Back at the point for the hulking Maverick Lamoureux. 6'7" Canadian defenseman. Bounce along the boards and racing back is Lamoureux. An Arizona first-round pick to advance to the semis. And Owen Beck back with it, the only returning player for Team Canada. A late addition to last year's team. Like Nate Danielson, this line will get lots of work for Canada, usually playing against the other team's top players. The Finns are home in this game, though. A big hit by Beck. Behind the finished goal, they're going to call a penalty here. And it's Beck who will go off.
Big hit by Beck on a forecheck. He doesn't like it one bit. You see an awful lot of this. Canada on the forecheck. And I guess it's in the numbers as
draft. Back at the point, Yanni Newman plays it back in the corner for Hamanaho, the returnee from last year. Kaskamaki plays it back for Newman. To the point, it goes to Karki. Karki plays it across. Helenius has it tipped away. And a race for it. Here comes Jaeger shorthanded again. That's chopped away by Karki. Picked up now by Danielson moving in. Nate Danielson gets a chance and it just rolls off his stick.
Really good stick by Geeky, working the seams, poking pucks loose.
30 seconds to go in this finished power play. Karki plays for Sault Ste. Marie in the OHL. More than a quarter of the players in this tournament on the 10-team rosters play in the Canadian. And here is Helenius for the defensive zone faceoff. He wins it from Yemi. Kept the line, a long shot by Ty Nelson. Rebound bounces back in front, and say hello to Ty Nelson, who loved to shoot the puck. He led the Ontario League in shots on goal last year, not just by defensemen, but by all skaters. He had 296 in 65 games.
There's no better way for his first touch to be than a point shot.
He scored 24 goals last year for North Bay.
You're going to shoot that much, you better put some past the goaltender. An adventurous 24 hours, got in late yesterday, slept all night, and good to go today.
Winding back in, behind the back play there, lifted wide by Lenny Hamanaho. And played back down to the finish zone. Arttu Karki goes back for it, the Vegas third-round pick. And Lamoureux up ahead to Beck. And Owen Beck quickly ahead to Allard, sliding in. Allard back for Danielson. Danielson shoots, Coco save, rebound, tap wide there by Allard. Bonk moves it back in. Here's Allard loose in the corner. And Allard plays that back for Bonk, shields off his man. Plays it back in. Now the rink-wide pass goes to Jesse Pulkkinen. Bounce back down to the Canadian zone. Bonk goes back. And Oliver Beck. Bonk tied up in the corner. Beck comes in to help him out. And Jurian Donovan with it. His dad, Sean, a gold medalist for Canada, the 1990 Maynard. Jeff O'Neill. And here's Bonk with it. Bonk pivots back, being pressured there by Samu Bao. And the puck moved back the other way. Canada needs to shift ahead. Cowan goes after it. Cowan tied up in the corner, tries to one-hand that back. It does for Savoy. Now played back. Poitras drops it back. Savoy with a chance. It pinballs around in front. Out of the reach. And now move back in. And a pass there by Noah Warren just missed. Back down to Cowan. Cowan tied up. Tries to kick that free. Poitras comes in here. Savoy. Matt Savoy in for Poitras. Good pressure by this Canadian line. Poitras slides it back to Warren. So Warren shoots. It's blocked. Goes right back to him. Tries it again. And that's kicked out by Coco. Bounce back down. So way out the play. The Finns are changing. A quick up now. Savoy. Matt Savoy shoots. That's wide of the goal. Jumping in, that bounced away from Matthew Wood. Brought back by the Finns. Hard shot. So steered that away. Loose at the side of the goal. 2 Finns collided there after the shot by Hamanaho. And brought the 2024 World Junior Hockey Championship crunch time in Gothenburg. Off the face-off, Macklin Celebrini winds it and shoots it, but just wide as Coco got a piece of that. Say hello to Macklin Celebrini, a 17-year-old, a star this year in his freshman season at Boston University, projected to be the #1 pick in the upcoming NHL draft. And they're not easing him into this lineup at all. Now a centering pass just missed Matejchuk, who had jumped in again. And Matejchuk gets a stick on that. Skimaki. And Skimaki plays it back across for Salad. Picked off at center ice by Celebrini. Pokes it in for Yeager. In comes Braden Yeager. Shoots. He fired that just wide. Woodback on it. Celebrini's tied up at the blue line. Couldn't get a hold of his leg. And he was tangled up there with Yeri Lasso. Back in the car. 5-hour drive to Toronto. Pack, go to the airport and get here.
Thank goodness they hadn't got to the tailgate section yet.
Yes.
Could have been a tough drive home.
Beck knocks that down. Owen Beck winds it back in. Won a OHL title with Peterborough last year. And played the Memorial Cup after being traded by Mississauga. Warren gets a stick on that. And it's tapped back for Jake Furlong, the captain of Halifax Mooseheads from Upper 10 Talon, Nova Scotia, just west of Halifax. Back down to the finish zone. And Beck comes in again. Beck got that early boarding penalty. And here is Helenius. That is stick lifted there by Rakoff, who lifts it back to center ice.
That's a good job protecting the middle of the ice right now, neutral zone.
And a steal there by Poitras. Up for Savoy. For Poitras. Walks right in and shoots. And a glove save.
I'll love to see that defense turning pucks over, leading to quick strike offense.
And they stay out after the TV timeout. Benyemi moves out ahead, but Poitras forced the turnover at center ice. And here is Matejchuk. Banks that head for Savoy, just out of his long. And Donovan plays it in. The rosters declared last night 20 skaters and 3 goaltenders. Players can be replaced if a federation applies to the IHF for medical reasons, but that's the only way you can replace a player. So the World Championship is 22 skaters and 3 goaltenders. Now that's brought in and fired by Kangas, and off the leg of Bonk. Kangas back with it, shoots again, and the glove stop. Leaves that back for Lamoureux. Goes that towards the goal. That floated just wide. And Poitras has the puck just out of his reach as the puck goes back to center ice. Inside 5 to go here. Scoreless first period. Lamoureux being harassed there by Helenius, who plays for Jukurit in the Finnish top league. In comes Poitras, leaves it there for Savoy, backhand shot, another great. Differing accounts whether he chose not to come or was
encouraged.
There's a long shot by Bonk, triples it behind Coco, and that's picked up there by the first period of day one. Wow, off the draw, that shot taken by Hulton was blocked, and back comes Canada Beck.
He's got Beck again.
Back in front, shoots, and Coco the stop on that. Allard lays it back for Beck. Matejchuk back around for Lamoureux. In a high slot, that shot lifted high and wide by Allard. Back around is Beck with it. Beck in for Allard to Danielson, the Detroit first rounder. Danielson slides that back. Matejchuk has a look. And Matejchuk pivots away again from Kaskimaki. Plays it back for Lamoureux with a shot. Rebound score!
What a swing. The save in one end. Moments later, Lamoureux, patience to wait and take it to the far side of the net. Where the
14 of 30, nearly 50%. Celebrini comes in, the puck finally touched up, and Minton wins that face-off cleanly back. Matejchuk back for Celebrini, shoots, and his stick flew up for it. Here's Dumais. Jordan Dumais back across Celebrini. There's that slap pass looking for Geeky, and they took the ahead for Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini with time winding down, moves in. Celebrini plays it back across. The pass was blocked. This time off the stick of Koskaperti.
Need some awareness here. Only one defenseman on the ice for Canada.
Yomi walks in and shoots. That's shut down short side by Rousseau. Now played back in front. Great chance in tight again for Hamanaho, who's been stopped there by Rousseau. Hamanaho slides that back down. Helenius spans that pass in front, knocked away by Bonk. And Wayne Nelson chips it back around for Celebrini. Nelson back with it. For Bonk. His dad was an Olympic gold medalist for the Czechs back in the 1998 Olympics. And now a staunch Canadian fan. Saw his son win a gold medal at the Lincoln Gretzky tournament. The under-18 Celebrini hustling after it. That's taken away by Univaisinen. Bonk. Pulkkinen was turned away. Celebrini chips it back down. Pulkkinen plays it back to center ice. Held by Celebrini for the moment. And Jaeger looks ahead. Played back in by Cowan.
Amazing how clean Canada was in the first period. Not so much Finland forcing some mistakes and then on the breakouts, turning pucks over and getting their chances and now drawing a penalty.
That's going to be Cowan who goes off. And finally touched up. Lasila. Back for Konomi. Helenius. Helenius takes the return pass from Keskinen. Konomi. Feeds it back across to Halttunen. Goes back to Helenius. And Helenius winds in.
He's looking for the seam the whole time. He's trying to go all the way through.
Konomi. Back for Helenius. To the goal mouth he goes in that finish elite league. 20 points in 28 games as a 17-year-old in that league.
That is so hard to get points in that league.
And has Hamanaho with him. And Warren takes that pass. And a nifty backhand play for Savoy, who chips it for Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini jumping in. Celebrini has a look. Canada changing. Celebrini gathers it back up. Plays that back, and the puck skipped. And jumping up is Bonk. Plays it back in the corner. Rakoff centers it. That's tipped wide by Celebrini. Back to Rakoff. Lassila's lost his stick on the play. Quickly gathers it back up. Picked out by Donovan. Slides that down to Bonk. Celebrini with it. Macklin Celebrini. Plays it ahead for Rakoff. Canada changing as Bonk goes off. Donovan holds it. And Donovan plays it back in. Moves that head to back. Oh, nifty move by Owen Beck at center ice. And he goes for Allard. And Allard had it knocked away by Karkoff by Nokarina. Hamanaho works in for Helenius, who was tapping for it. The puck got down to Rousseau. He knocked that away. Here's Helenius back on it. Lamoureux ranges back. And Lamoureux being forced there by Helenius. Back for Celebrini. Canadian player tied up behind the play.
Their sticks are intertwined? What is happening right now?
Wood tangled up there with the captain, Lasila. Now Danielson with it. Nate Danielson walks right in and shoots. Bouncing puck in front, just out of the reach. Another chance. And Danielson hammered that wide. Now behind the play again. We got Celebrini tied up, this time by Salin. Picked up by Danielson. Trying to throw it back in front. He does. Allard scores. When the Finns are successful internationally, they rely heavily on their power play. That long shot to Gothenburg has turned into a good-sized Canadian town this week. Played back by Cowan to Bonk. Played back across. Poitras has a look. Matt Poitras. Oh, slides that back, and the pass misfired for Nelson. Poitras being watched by Helenius, trying to work that free. Here's Helenius. Rink wide he goes. Picked off by Bonk. Canada quickly back the other way.
Starting the game as the 13th forward.
Matejchuk knocked that down for Rakoff. Works it again. Fans on the shot. Leaves it back. Celebrini with a chance. And Coco got a piece of it for a change here. Celebrini loose behind the finished goal. Wonder if he thought about it there.
I did.
Celebrini fed back in front.
Bedard and Zegras, two former World Junior stars, pull it off just this past week. And a really good save by Coco. Just the top bit of the pad on the broken play.
Up he goes for Beck. The puck was in his feet. And Beck moves it ahead. Along with Danielson and Allard. Oh, great pass back. Matejchuk walks right in. Plays it back across. And Danielson couldn't get the shot away as Newman got a stick on him. And throwing it around in the final minute of the second period. Matejchuk in deep. Feeds it back across to Danielson. Danielson centers it Allard with a chance. Coco to stop. He's seen enough of this. He'll hang on. And now Newman's got a hold of Beck.
That's this rush by Beck. Excellent lateral play by Matejchuk, and this is the 23-point streaker. Drag, and he's looking at Danielson, who I don't even think was ready for that as Newman desperately.
1 for 3. Helenius steps in with a face-off against Owen Beck. And Beck wins that cleanly back. Matejchuk got spun around by Hamanaho, who's had all kinds of chances in this game. Karki plays it back around Helenius. Trying to draw a hooking call there from Beck. Helenius back for Karki. Works it back across to Helenius. The pass too far for him. Matejchuk steps up, chops at that. Lamoureux. Couple on the boards, picked up by Newman. Newman feeds that down to Kaskamaki. Back for Newman. To Kaskamaki. Crisscrossing there with Hamanaho. Back for Newman to the point. He goes hard. Shot by Karki, rather turned away by Rousseau.
Screen.
Oh, that pass stolen by Beck, who fires it down the ice. Furlong drops it off for Minton to Nelson. Ty Nelson has a look, shoots. That's a Coco rebound. Minton pinned on that. The puck look up at the end of that. Face off is won by Beck. And you can see his role coming into focus here for Team Canada. Takes important face-offs, plays against the other team's top line, and produces some offense.
The checking line has been good for both goals in this game.
And after the whistle, a little contact there. Kupal. Noah Warren steps up. Slides on Rakoff. Great pass ahead. Celebrini with a shot at the post. And that skips over the glass and Gatineau. And here comes Celebrini again. Celebrini threads it back in front. That's knocked by Coco. Goff. Got it back up. Jaeger centers it. Moves puck in front. Celebrini with a chance. And Coco down.
Good play by Rakoff to keep it alive. And there it is. And when Kangas goes in there behind, that's what you're wondering. This whole play, though, the rush by Celebrini starts with Noah Warren skating below his own goal line. He moves his feet, he foils the forecheck, and all of a sudden you get this going the other way because of it. And Coco's pad to push it out. They're celebrating over in Canada's bench. The guys are... So we'll have to see it over the line. Celebrini pokes it. And it's got to be...
There it is. There. You can see the puck pop out for a second.
As Kangas pushes Coco's foot under the line.
Here comes the puck.
There's the rebound attempt. Oh, it's inside his pad. It's inside his right knee. There it is. You can see it tuck in.
After reviewing the play, it was determined that the puck completely crossed the goal line. We got to go.
GM Mike Greer went to BU. He spent a lot of time in the Bay Area. There's all this talk about Celebrini potentially winding up in the Bay Area, but right now his focus is on Gothenburg. Celebrini with a head of steam, had that poked away, and the play scrambled to the line. It's onside. Celebrini moves in. Picked up now by Bonk, Oliver Bonk. Lines it back ahead. In comes Jaeger. Braden Jaeger winds in. Jaeger shoots, and Bonumi plays it back across. Beck with the steal. Owen Beck spins back for Savoy. And now brought back the other way by Tommy Ministo, plays at Michigan State. Ministo pivots back. And he's taken down, penalty coming to slides that back for Kaskamaki. In comes Helenius. Watched by Matejchuk. Laid back around, here's Newman with it. Trying to go pick up a Matejchuk, but there's that long rim again. He can't get it up, but it's skipped off Helenius and back out.
Caught a break there. Somebody's got to be telling him to handle that with time.
Newman works in with Helenius and Hamanaho. No shots for the Finns on that power play.
But just shoot that one down if you have space. Don't need to pass it down.
Kaskamaki sets it up for the Finns, plays that back to Karki. Back to Helenius. And Helenius, with the scouts watching him. Across the Karki, hard shot by Newman, goes just wide. Helenius. Back to Karki. Long shot to the leg. It went off the leg of Kaskamaki and bounced right to Helenius. Helenius plays it back. Another shot by Kaskamaki. Their games in this building.
So if they were to finish third or fourth, they would usually have to move, but not now.
Now, moving in this case is across town.
Yeah, not a big deal.
And not even. It's 15 minutes away. There's Bonk with a long shot. That goes wide. 2 to go here in the third period. Donovan played that back. Don't look to play it. Rakoff. That's hard. Into Salin. And again. Matejchuk moves to the head to Minton, slides it up for Geeky, walks right in and shoots. And Coco got a piece of that. Celebrini hustles back, knocked that pass astray and pokes it back. Celebrini gathers it back up. Matejchuk's pass goes off a stick, bounces right in front, and Minton can't play it up. Coco moving to the finish bench. Helenius shoots. Won by the Finns. Helenius spins and shoots. That shot was blocked in front by Bonk. for Lamoureux. Savoy couldn't knock it out. Here's Lamoureux back with it. There's that long clearing attempt again. Coco's gone back with it. Racing to it is Bonk. Lamoureux gathers it back up as time winds down. He's got an empty net. Scored! Nailed it.